Sorry, Mandy. Okay, 5 o'clock, we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. Board of Works and Safety, Attica, Indiana. If the clerk would please do roll call.
Mr. Gaylor,
Present.
Mr. Smart,
Present.
Mayor Grant,
Present.
Attorney Redlin, present, Mayor.
Has everybody had a chance to look at the meetings or minutes from our previous meeting, 4/15? Or April 15th, however you want to put that.
Yes, and I'm making a motion to approve the minutes from the previous meeting. And I will second that.
Have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Go ahead and sign those.
Thank you.
Do we have any citizens petitions?
I do have one question.
What's your name, please?
Denise Roundson. The corner of Pine and Perry, next to where the big White House is there. There's some beautiful trees there that have been planted, but the canopies are too low. And if you're coming down the hill to Perry Street from like 41, you cannot see traffic coming from like down by Sycamore towards the north. Can't see it. I almost hit a motorcyclist the other day because you could not see him at all. Is there anything that we can do to possibly have them raise the canopy a little bit on those trees? Is that something that we can do here?
I would think that maybe Eric could,
Yes, thank you. Okay.
sorry,
You
Eric.
said Pine and Perry? Or
Pine and Perry, yeah,
Pine and Perry?
Pine and Perry.
And that one up there on 41 in Washington, landscapes right by the sidewalk and pulling out, looking back towards the drive-up bank. That's a tough one to see out too.
Anything else? No? Department heads, Mr. Swank?
Public works side, I don't have anything, but there is an unsafe building order hearing tonight.
Okay. I'll go ahead and turn it over to Attorney Redlin to take care of that.
Yes, we have one review hearing set for tonight at 104 East Vine Street. Mr. Hutz is in attendance. Thank you, sir. Eric, have you had an opportunity to see the property in anticipation of tonight's hearing?
Yes.
And what is the current condition of the property?
Everything pertaining to the unsafe building, all the holes, windows are covered. The back addition that was on the room or the structure has been removed. He has cited it. I would ask you guys to look at the aesthetics of it and see if they are kosher with everything.
That's not it, is it?
Is this it?
No, it's the
No,
picture.
This is a different.
Oh, on the phone, sorry. Let me look at that one. Let's see here.
For fine.
From what I can see here, that doesn't look too bad at all.
Looks good.
Fantastic. So at this juncture, what would your recommendation be as to the unsafe building
I
order?
would release it.
Okay. So board, as he's suggested that you release the unsafe building order, that's something you guys need to consider and vote on.
Everybody give
Do I
it?
have a motion to release?
I'll make a
Have
motion.
a
to
motion,
release,
second,
Second.
all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Gerald, are you done?
Yeah, that's it. Thank
Gerald,
you.
while you're here,
Yes.
I had a citizen send me a couple of pictures from your property out on where you're building the house on the Allen property.
Mhm.
And these are the pictures that they sent. This was a neighbor out there,
Oh,
and her question was, do I have to look at this again all summer?
oh,
And I said, Eric, I said, he'll be in, and I said, I'll talk to him about it.
no, I've been trying to take care of this other thing, a couple of other things.
I know.
And,
She said this never got mowed all summer last summer, she didn't
They're
think.
wrong about that.
Huh?
They're wrong about that.
Okay, well.
I mowed it.
I-
I got to mow it. I mowed it last week. I
Okay.
haven't mowed it this week yet,
Okay.
but it'll get mowed I would have mowed it today, but my
You're-
little mower didn't want to start for me, but
I told her I'd bring it up when you come, because I knew you were coming, and I didn't want to bother you with it before,
no.
so,
I mean,
If you tell me you'll take care of it, I believe it.
Anytime they want.
all right.
I'm easily approachable. I don't give a hard time to
I know.
anybody.
If you tell me you'll take care of it,
And,
I'll,
and we will
that's fine.
take care of that. I got to charge my battery on my mower. I went to start it today and I got the weed done, but the battery was dead on it. So I'm gonna have to charge it back up and get a new one.
And you'll get all that stuff cleaned up and
Oh, yeah,
organized.
yes,
thank you.
yes.
Chief Little is not here. I'm sorry, Eric, did you have anything else? Okay. Chief Little is not here. Chief Miller is not here. Thanks, Gerald.
Take care, guys. Thank you.
I don't know of any unfinished business. No? New
I got
business.
something on that real quick.
Okay.
Really quick, I know we've kind of talked about this, so this could be unfinished business, but is there any way we can look at this further? Where Lithia comes down by CarQuest and Moss, going down to Brady Street, it's such a bottleneck. I mean, literally, you have to pull into the Moss monuments to let cars pass by. You got CarQuest there, you got Moss, you got people
Where
going
that
there
ditch is
still.
at on the right side there.
And I just wish we could fill in the ditch and widen that so that it's just not it's just such a bottleneck. I mean, two cars can't even get through there at the same time.
Last time the ditch got filled in there, we got loaded up with pictures here that we didn't even see.
Best council meeting ever.
Well, I mean, could we put pipes in there and just, asphalt over the top of it?
I know you think that's probably the correct thing to do, but you'll open up a whole nother can of worms because now you're gonna be redirecting the water that flows off of that street, and it's going to flow towards, what's their name that lives there? The one house and.
Sykes?
Yeah, Sykes, and they have a basement, so now you're opening up for having to do all types of drainage solutions. The right way to do it is you basically have to install a curb and a gutter system that also has collectors on it, which, I mean, you could do that as part of community crossings. Just throwing a number out there, you'd probably be looking at $300,000 to install curbs, gutters, and storm drainage.
I mean, it's just a bad spot.
I mean,
It's a highway traffic.
since I've been on the city council, we've had many people come that have filled in their ditches and never asked. They just threw a pipe in there, threw dirt over it, planted grass seed. And then a couple of years later, they come back, my basement's flooding. I got water running off the road and into my yard. What are you going to do about it? So, it's like Eric said, you fix one problem, but you create yet another one.
Why couldn't we do like engineer steel crates, like where you could still use that and it'd be strong enough to support a car, but yet water could still flow down through that ditch and still continue the path it's continuing. But I'm just saying, by the time you get right there at Moss Monument, that squeezes down to about one lane. And then, I'm just saying, it's just tight in there. But I'm not saying it's the end of the world, and then we can live with it, but it just seems like as much traffic.
And that's not
as
the
comes
only
through there.
place
Yeah,
that
there's several places that, we need to look at doing some type of stormwater. I know a few years back, we had talked about doing a huge stormwater study here in Attica. Trying to eliminate some of the situations that we have with water on the streets and the open ditch system. It's gotta be up to Larry if he wants to proceed with that or, what we want to do.
Well, maybe something we can look
There's-
into. I just want to bring it up.
it's not a bad question at all. And like I said, there's the next street south there, remember the guy posted the pictures up, brought him to the council meeting. There's a ditch that runs along there that's pretty deep too. Trying to think who lives there. Gosh, I can't think of his name. But anyway, the guy that lives there brought pictures and everything, and it's not wrong. It's a fairly deep ditch along there.
Was it Adam Rush?
He was the one that brought the pictures, but he
somebody
didn't
else.
live right there
Oh,
in that
okay,
corner. you know, it boils down to, it's just money. You know, we put 3 times as much, no, 5 times as much money into community crossings match this year as we've ever done. And we're still about $500,000 short of doing everything we wanted to do. So it's, you know, we'll have to prioritize those street pavings, but
Just something to think about, if we're going down that way and maybe doing something to the street, maybe we could address it just to try to widen that out. But like I said, it's not the end of the world, but it's pretty highly trafficked. And there's a-
I like yeah, I mean, but even if you put a grate in there, you'd have to pour concrete
Yeah.
to support it.
Yeah.
You couldn't just throw it in over the top of that and call it good.
Now on that, I know Perry Street's getting bad from the stoplight to about New Street. Is that gonna be on the list of
Yeah.
that projects? Okay. Sounds good. That's all I got.
Chief Little, Chief Miller, unfinished
Wait a minute.
business.
You got your hand up.
Oh, yeah. We talked about a little drainage deal. I'll put 2 in out there. I live 1100 south of Dawn. My name's Jim Pointer. The corner of Maple and Brady and the corner of Cedar and Brady. I'm sure Rex is aware of them, but if those plug up, is there any shot of either cleaning all those out, Eric, or what are we looking at?
No, because the issue there is there was a water project that came through here years ago, and we found all this out a couple of years ago when we were trying to open everything up.
Yeah.
When that water project came through, that went down Brady Street and then headed down towards Perry. I think that potentially the person before me thought that it was a non-existing tile, an old structure, and they dug all the way through it, and it actually was the active storm drain that carried the water down towards the river.
Okay.
So the entire thing has been dug through that distance. Only part that's good is part of it there in the median. The rest of it has been just ripped out.
Yeah, I just know when it rains, those are plugged tight and just kind of flow into Brady Street. I just-
Yeah, right there in front of Brandon
Yeah,
Bryles,
Brandon.
that's where we started doing all the research and digging and following it in the median, and we got so far down, we were like, there's nothing but dirt here.
Gotcha.
So, started to do some more investigating, and you can see it plain as day on the map where the water project that came through there, and they just ripped the tile completely out, because they thought it was something that was 100 years old, which it probably was, but
Yeah.
it was active.
Still being used.
Yeah.
Anything else? New business, utility credits. You guys had a chance to look at the utility credits. So we've got 2.
I will abstain on this vote.
Are you on it?
So, well, it's the Attica High School, the pool, they filled the
Yeah.
pool. And so they don't want to pay sewer. Good to you, Eric.
I make a motion, we approve.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
So utility credits, you don't need a signature on that, do you?
Nope, I'm good.
Payroll, everything look good? Right?
Oh, yes,
Okay.
yes.
I make a motion, we approve.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Go.
Thank you,
I
sir.
think there's a second behind it. Let's see.
So we've got
Disconnect.
disconnects, we got 15 pages of delinquent shut-offs, disconnects. Just for everybody's information, those usually go down as we get closer to the date and we shut them off. But these are people that are going to be paying a late fee.
I'll make a motion, we approve disconnects.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
signs on those, is there?
Nope.
Claims,
Has everybody had a chance to look at claims?
Yes.
I did. I don't see anything that looks peculiar or out of the ordinary.
Okay, I'll make a motion, we approve claims.
Have a motion, do we
I'll
have a
second.
second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. There's that. Thank you. I don't have any miscellaneous business unless anybody else has anything. Our next meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, May 20th at 5 PM. We have a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion we adjourn.
I'll second.
A motion second, all in favor to
Aye.
adjourn, aye. We're adjourned.
We are adjourned.
Preemptive, right there. Proactive.